That's right, it's KP's Video News, y'all. How's it going, everybody? Trying to have some type of consistency here, even though I may not do 2 or 3 videos a week. I'm gonna try to do at least 1 a week. You know, all depends on how I feel. All depends on what I want to do. You know, it ain't none of this stuff mandatory. I'm just trying to get you the story. That's right. So don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a comment, man. Leave a comment. Hit that like button and leave a comment. That would help out a whole lot. See the video commercials on there. Give me about 15-20 seconds. Watch about 15-20 seconds of the commercials, man. That helps too. But anyway, we got a 78-year-old black woman makes history as the oldest person to become mayor of Oakland. That's right, Barbara Lee, African-American woman who was a former U.S. representative, has won Oakland, California special mayor's election, being a city council member, Lauren Taylor. She will serve as the mayor until the next scheduled election in 2026. And like I said, at 78 years old, Lee entered the race as the early favorite. She is known for a progressive stance on civil rights and anti-war issues, and the election became more competitive when Taylor joined, running on a message of fixing what he called a broken Oakland. While 2 candidates agreed on many issues, the race entered on their leadership styles and visions for the city. Taylor, who was endorsed by the opposition, and Lee is part of the political establishment. However, Lee secured strong local backing. Her endorsements included Oakland Chamber of Commerce, several labor unions, 4 former mayors, and 7 of the 8 current city council members. So the interim mayor, Kevin Jenkins, congratulated Lee in a public letter, praising her decades of public service. Lee takes office during a difficult time for Oakland, which is dealing with rising crime, housing challenges, homelessness, public frustration, and political analyst Dan Schnur said that although Lee is well respected, the mood in the city is tense and expectations are high. The special election was held after the former mayor, Tao, was removed from office, triggering the need for a new mayor to finish the term. And there's a lot going on in Oakland. There's a lot going on in the Bay Area, period, man. The Bay Area is in shambles right now. I mean, Oakland, San Francisco, if you go there, you would, it looks so bad. There's homeless people everywhere, and drug addiction is running rampant. And it's just a lot of bad stuff going on. A lot of bad things going on there. Yep. So, anyway, here we go with the next story. We got a black female police officer in DeKalb County. All right. DeKalb County, Georgia. Police Chief Myrtha Ramos, African-American woman who made history as the country's first female police chief, said that she was placed on administrative leave and given an ultimatum to either resign or face termination. She now seeks to clarify the circumstances of her departure. Ramos, who led the department in Georgia's 4th most populated county since 2019, said she was given 21 days to make a decision. If I don't resign, they'll terminate me. I want people to know that I didn't just step down voluntarily, and I would not have just left without saying goodbye to our community and our officers. Although Ramos was placed on administrative leave, she insisted she did nothing wrong. Though being placed on leave made it seem otherwise, she acknowledged that if she made any mistakes, they weren't intentional. Under her leadership, DeKalb County saw a significant drop in crime. In 2023, violent and property crimes fell by 13%. And so far in 2024, homicides have dropped like 77%. A statistic Ramos considers a major achievement. They also addressed the county police staffing issues with only 527 officers. The department is nearly 300 officers short of its budgeted numbers. However, she noted that the decline in officers started before her arrival in 2014 and continued each year except 2019 and 2020. Meanwhile, DeKalb County CEO Johnson declined to comment on Ramos' leadership. On the other hand, Ramos expressed support for the recent pay and benefits increases for officers, calling them long overdue and necessary for retention. Ramos said her biggest accomplishment was strengthening community engagement, which is the national report recognized. He said also credited her recommendation for overtime and for keeping enough officers on duty despite staffing shortages. Although she is no longer chief, Ramos remains proud of her work and optimistic about what comes next. Don't know what's going to come next here, and there's been no explanation as to why she was forced to resign. There's been no explanation. So what are you going to do? Are you going to file a lawsuit against the city to try to get it right? Or are you just going to walk away and just let them take your job from you, even especially since you was doing a really good job? Okay, so here this is one you got to listen to. It's not going to be really big, but it's going to affect millions of people in the country. So you had Joe Biden signed a law that triggers Social Security increases for millions of retirees. Joe Biden signed this now. Millions of Americans are seeing an increase in their Social Security payments in April thanks to a law amid correcting long-standing benefit reductions for public sector workers. Signed by Joe Biden in January, the Social Security Fairness Act eliminates the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset. These rules disproportionately affected public servants such as teachers, police officers, firefighters, and postal workers whose jobs did not pay into Social Security. The Social Security Administration began issuing retroactive payments in February, distributing more than 7.5 million to over 1.1 million recipients by early March. The average retroactive payment was $6,000, and by April 11th, the SSA had completed 81% of the payment adjustments, covering around 2.3 million recipients and recipients for retroactive Social Security. So, it's so I don't know. Retroactive Social Security payments should have received them by the end of March, and due to the complex system that's going on in the process, the Social Security Office expects to complete all updates by November 2025. Additional resources and guidance are available through the Social Security website, through its helpline, and you already know what they're doing over there. They are chopping chopping Social Security up over there and messing it up so bad, shutting down offices and making it so bad to where it's almost impossible, man, to get help. Almost impossible, man. I mean, they're shutting down offices, man, like crazy, and it makes no sense. It makes absolutely, positively no sense whatsoever. Yep. So here's another old crazy situation, man. that's going on. And so coming up, yeah. So I mean, this is something that the Dunce, DC Dunce. So the Dunce administration is turning on some of the harshest consequences for falling behind student loans. Starting May 5th, the government is debt collection and defaulted student loans. As part of these efforts, the Department of Education is restarting the process that allows for borrowers who are in default of their student loans, this is what Trump is doing now, to have their Social Security benefits and tax refunds offset to repay the debt. That's right. They're going to take your Social Security money and they're going to take your refund, your tax refund, to pay back your student loans. Remember, you had Joe Biden in office, and he was trying to, just eliminate the debt for people that had student loans to give people a better start. Now, you got this guy in here now, and he's forcing you, and he's talking about debt collection, trying to get that money back. So it's a total 180 from what Joe Biden was doing. And early this summer, the government would also begin garnishing wages to repay defaulted student loans. That's right. Not only are they going to take your Social Security check, part of that, to pay it back, they're also going to hit your tax refund, and they're also going to start hitting your paychecks at work. Wow. This will mark the first time in 5 years since the collection system was paused as part of the pandemic era freeze on student loan payments that borrowers have faced these consequences for defaulting on student loans. Wow. And a default is defined as not making a payment for more than 270 days. The announcement comes amid data indicating a significant portion of student loan borrowers are struggling to make payments on their debt. Nearly 10 million borrowers are at risk of experiencing a credit score drop, according to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. And previewing the announcement for reporters, a senior education department official said that this dynamic could put the health of the student loan portfolio at risk, adding that it's headed toward a fiscal cliff. If it's like, wow, man. It's just, like I said, it's just a difference of night and day. You had one president that was trying to get rid of, saying, okay, man, forget about we're gonna get rid of your debt. And then we got another guy that comes in there. The first thing he decides to do is take your Social Security money, take your tax refund, and take your wages and freeze your wages on your job. Wow, man, it's crazy, man. This is so crazy. Yep, but what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? You got to do what you got to do what you have to do. You got to do what you have to do to take care of your family. Take care of your family, and you got to take care. You got house note. You got all these other things that need to be taken care of. Okay, Dr. Jermaine Worrell, who was appointed as the 15th president of Savannah State University at 39 years old, is becoming the youngest president at HBCU history. This brings years of leadership experience across Georgia and South Carolina. Before joining SSU, Worrell led Augusta Technical College as president. During his time there, he boosted student enrollment and built partnerships with major organizations like Amazon, Piedmont Augusta, and Augusta University. He also held leadership roles at Georgia Southern University, East Georgia State University, Savannah Technical College, and Greenfield Technical College. And he said he's looking forward to returning to the beautiful city of Savannah and helping to shape the next generation of leaders in our area and region, Worrell said. And working with our alumni and community partners, I think we can take SSU education to the next level and provide more opportunities. So World plans to grow SSU's academic programs and community impact. He aims to make SSU the largest HBCU in Georgia, offer doctoral degrees, and become a driving force for economic development in Savannah. By 2035, he hopes the school will be ranked among the top 25 SBCUs in the U.S. And his work has earned him several awards, including Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce Leadership Award and a spot in the Georgia Titan 100 Hall of Fame. Georgia Trend also named him a notable Georgian and one of the state's top leaders under 40. World holds degrees in economics, organizational leadership, business, and education from Winthrop University, Valdosta State, Armstrong State, and Charleston Southern. And he and his wife, Marquita, have 2 children, and so therefore, they're doing their thing, man. I'm happy for the young guy, man. 39 years old, and he's the president of Savannah State University. Handle your business. Handle your business, man. Handle your business. So I mean, you got a lot of others. There's a lot of other good things going on too, man. You got some teens here. Well, let me speak on this couple right quick, and I'll end with the teens. You got some see barriers. Sterling Reed sees building blocks. A T7 paraplegic since 1995, Sterling has turned his journey into a mission of purpose and empowerment alongside his wife, Benita, and the two have worked tirelessly to build the Black Wall Street store, BLACKWALLSTREETS.STORE, a new multi-vendor marketplace dedicated to uplifting businesses that are at least 51% black owned. More than e-commerce platform, Black Wall Street is a tribute to the economic legacy of the 1921 Tulsa community where black entrepreneurship thrived. Today, the Reeds are rekindling that split with a platform rooted in ownership, opportunity, and community wealth. Vendors can register the list and sell their products for lower costs and commission fees than other e-commerce platforms. I may not walk, but I've learned to run digitally and spiritually, says Sterling. We built this platform on our way, not just to sell products, but to change lives. The couple's combined efforts have led to the platform powered by purpose through the secure Stripe integration and the transparent vendor system. They have created more than a website. They built digital sanctuary. To celebrate the launch, vendors who complete registration by May 15th will be entered into a $5,000 giveaway funded directly by Sterling. Free vendor signups get 1 entry. Paid plans receive 3 chances to win. So they got a free vendors. You can sell your items on there for free. The first 200 verified vendors will also unlock early access perks and community placement. A portion of every transaction on the state supports scholarships, startup grants, and emergency funding for black entrepreneurs. And it's more than commerce. It's a community reinvestment. BLACKWALLSTREETS.STORE is about asking for permission. It's not about asking for permission. It's about building what's ours. We didn't wait for a seat at the table. We built the table. That's right. That's amazing. So that's BLACKWALLSTREETS.STORE. BLACKWALLSTREETS.STORE. That's the website, BLACKWALLSTREETS.STORE. And that will be the website where you can go. And I think I'll go over there and take a look at it and see if I can put my products that I have, things that I have on sale over there. Let me see what we can do here, man. Put it on sale there rather than putting it on eBay or Amazon. You can sell it with these people, with your people. Yep. So we got a couple of teens here, and 13-year-old Janae Madison and 14-year-old Nicholas Baum are making history as the new host for the Nick and JJ show a vibrant new talk show hosted by teen personalities and offer a fresh new voice on youth entertainment. It premieres its first episode coming up on Saturday, April 26th. Created to empower and inspire the next generation, the Nick and JJ Show features youth-led conversations with trailblazing guests across film, sports, entrepreneurship, and more. The premiere episode spotlights acclaimed concert artist Joshua Leonard, character designer for Iyanu, Child of Wonder, a groundbreaking animated series now streaming on HBO Max, Cartoon Network, and Showmax Africa. The project is produced by Black-owned animation studio Lion Forge Entertainment. The Nick and JJ Show includes a variety of fun and entertaining segments, including one called Parents Just Don't Understand, where parents send the videos asking the burning question, why do kids do the crazy things they do? It's hilarious and insightful segment that bridges the gap between generations, and Nick and JJ Show is set to be informative and entertaining. So that Nick and JJ Show is going to be on YouTube. So you can go over there to YouTube, and you can also follow the show on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. That's the Nick and JJ Show. TheNickandJJSHOW. The Nick and JJ Show. So go check them out. And their first show is going to be aired on the 26th of April. So it's coming up this weekend. Gotta check them out. It's something I'll definitely keep that link and send the link over there to the kids and grandkids so they can watch it. The Nick and JJ Show. That's right. Tell you, man, it's beautiful, man. It's a wonderful thing when you see the kids out there trying to do what they got to do, and they're not waiting, man. They're not waiting till I'm not waiting till I'm 25 or 30. They doing it at how old? 13 and 14 years old. Man, I'm so happy for them. Go ahead and do what you got to do, kids. But anyway, it's KP's Video News. Don't forget to to like, subscribe, and leave a comment and share with your family and friends, enemies and frenemies. That's right. KP's Video News, y'all. It's KP's Video News, y'all. KP's Video News, y'all. You know who it is.